Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to my review for Run All Night, the brand new Liam Neeson movie for this year. It's been a couple months since the last one, and oh boy, did I need a good mouthwashing after that terrible, terrible movie. And of course I'm talking about Taken 3. Awful film, but Run All Night looked promising, and it has a director attached to it that I've actually liked all of the Liam Neeson specific movies he's directed, like Nonstop and Unknown. Two movies that only got ruined by the lame-ass twist in both of them. But until that lame-ass twist, it was actually a really entertaining thriller, and I'm talking about both of them. To be honest, I was really looking forward to this film because it looked like it didn't really have a twist. And it didn't. So, what did I think of Run All Night? Let's talk about it. The story for Run All Night follows aging hitman Jimmy Conlon, played by Liam Neeson, who works for a man named Sean Maguire, played by Ed Harris, who is a mob boss who is really big in the city. He's a guy you don't want to screw with. But also, Jimmy and Sean are actually friends. They've been friends for a very long time, and there's even a part in the beginning of the film where Jimmy's like broken. He has really no friends. His son hates him. He doesn't have a wife anymore. His wife passed away. And he really has nothing left. And Sean Maguire's just like, hey, man, come here, man. Let's hug it out. When we cross that line, when we cross the line, hey, I'm going to be with you. We're going to do it together. And it was actually a really good moment. In the few interactions between Ed Harris and Liam Neeson, they really do a good job of making us feel like they're friends. And that's all gone after Jimmy kills Sean's son. And the reason why is because Sean's son was about to kill Jimmy's son. And he doesn't know why. He figures out soon. And he has to go and, of course, protect his son throughout the rest of the film because Sean Maguire is going after him. Going after him hard. Even if Jimmy is his friend, he doesn't care. Sean is going after his son with all velocity. And that's pretty much it. That's the story of Run All Night. The title is definitely not a lie. Let me just say this straight up. Run All Night is a great film. A really good, really solid action movie. But not only that, a solid thriller with some great acting, some great characters, some good writing, and just a movie that's satisfying from beginning to end. I really liked Run All Night. And man, does it make Taken 3 look like an even bigger piece of shit. I hate Taken 3. I know I've said it. I've said it plenty of times. I said it about 40 times in the freaking movie review for Taken 3. But I hate Taken 3. Even though I was more displeased with some other films this year, like The Loft and Mordecai, I think Taken 3 is still the worst movie this year, mostly because I wasn't looking forward to those other two. Taken 3, I was. And man, it was not just a disappointment. It took my hope that it would be a good movie and not only crushed it, but freaking ate it alive. It was so bad. And man, Run All Night definitely made up for it. This movie is great. Not only because it has great characters and great action and stuff, but it has Liam Neeson's best performance in a very long time. Liam Neeson's character is a hitman that's trying to deal with all the stuff he did in the past. Like, he killed people that he was close to in the past just because his boss, Ed Harris, told him to. And man, you feel whenever he kills someone that he knows personally, you feel him just slipping more and more into that old hitman that he used to be. And I mean, he still is that kind of guy, but not as much as he used to be, because now he's like dealing with it. He really does feel bad for all the stuff he does. But there's times where he has to defend his son. Like when he kills Sean Maguire's son in the film, the whole point of the premise, after he kills the son, it's game on for Joel Kinnaman. That part, man, when he shoots him point blank in the neck, someone he knew his entire life, because he knew Sean Maguire for at least 30, 35 years. So, and this kid's like maybe 25, maybe almost 30. So he knew him his entire life. And he straight up shoots him in the neck. And when you see Liam Neeson, he has a cigarette dangling out of his mouth and just a stone expression. Just no real emotion on his face. He kind of has more of a, oh shit, what did I do kind of expression. But mostly just stone, just like, boom, just shoots him with a cigarette dangling out. And man, that scene really makes his character feel like this troubled hitman. I mean, it really nails it. And there's a lot of scenes like that later on where he's like cracking jokes here and there with people that he used to know, and he's fighting and stuff. There's a part where him and Common fight in an apartment building that's on fire. And yes, I did say Common, the rapper, who is also an actor, and he's actually pretty good in this. But he fights Common in an apartment building that's on fire, and that's one of the most striking visually striking action scenes I've seen in a very long time. The cinematography, the choreography, all that stuff looks great. The visuals, the action scene itself is short but really, really satisfying. It looked really good. And there's a lot of really good action scenes that are really, really badass, but not really Taken-esque badass, where he's not doing karate and stuff. It's more like he's just struggling to survive. And there's times where he gets straight up shot or beat the hell out of, and he's limping throughout the rest of the film because he just got his ass whooped. So he's not an indestructible force like he is in Taken. He takes a lot of damage in this film, and I thought that was really, really well done. But that's not to say that Liam Neeson's the only one that gives a good performance, because Ed Harris is great. Like I said before, there's a scene with him and Liam Neeson. The only scene before his son gets killed in the film, and then the friendship is off. And the only scene where you're supposed to feel like they're friends, and it's only like a 2-minute scene, and you get it automatically. You feel like they've shared a lot of time together, even though on screen they haven't really. And you do feel that, and then right when his son dies, you feel the emotion from him. I mean, he's a mob boss, so he's seen a lot of death, so he's not like immediately crying, but you could tell he really felt something, and he's like, oh man, my son's dead, and now this friendship is completely done, and I'm going to go after your son now, you know I am. And he's great in this film. And Joel Kinnaman, even though a lot of people are going to have problems with him because he's always berating Liam Neeson because he's his father, and of course he was a hitman, and he was never there for his family and stuff, even though he berates him a lot, you do feel... You know why he's like that. You do know why. So it's not like he's just doing that and you don't know why, like in Die Hard 5 or something like that, where you don't know why the hell his son is so angry at Bruce Willis. You don't get that in that movie. And here you definitely do, because Liam Neeson was a piece of shit hitman that killed people he loved, people that he knew, and had no questions about why he should kill him. He just straight up killed him. So you understand why Joel Kinnaman has a vendetta against his father. And I thought he was great in this film. Some really good characters, some really good writing, some really, really good moments in this film. And I really dig the hell out of it. If I had to give it a score, I would give it a 35 out of 40. I really enjoyed it. I really dug the hell out of this movie. Run All Night, definitely go check it out. Makes up for Taken 3 easily. So there you go. There's my review. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you and goodbye.